This is the TrailCore tray. Yep, it's a tray made out of the same core principles as the TrailCore Service Body. We used to make steel trays, but they were too heavy, so we wanted to make it out of aluminium. But is aluminium strong enough? Okay, so instead of doing a fancy sales spiel about how beautiful it is, let's cut straight to the nuts and bolts of it. Does this have strong bones? Or is it just tinfoil? So what we're looking at here is the skeleton of a tray that's been used extensively for prototyping and testing. But the point of this is to show you the stringers, which are these front to back structural beams which provide all the strength. Now stringers are used in boat building, aircraft building, and many other structural applications for hundreds of years. For a simple reason, provides superior strength to weight ratio where it really matters. So this is truly the strong bones that give the tray all its strength, and we're going to test it out. Look at that, it's not even bowing. And that's no mistake because it's been engineered to take a seriously high load. Now let's talk about how we've tested it to prove that the strength is as good as it was on paper. Throughout the process, we've been testing this thing like crazy and breaking multiple trays in the process. I'll give you an example. The headboard, we wanted to make sure it was strong enough to withstand an impact in the case of an accident. Now, we tested the headboard, I'll show you a picture. We tested it, broke it, retested it, broke it again until it was strong enough. Now you might say, this looks chunky, so surely it's strong enough. But you can't go by looks. We put it up against a 12,000 pound winch. So another test we did was we put it on the shake table. Now the shake table simulates hundreds of thousands of kilometers of gravel road driving and it absolutely shakes it. Now what that does is that tells us where any potential weak points are on the product. We're pleased to say it passed the shake test. So we did the good old static test too. You know, put 2 tons on there, see what happens. Turns out nothing. Static testing is good just to make sure it can handle that load directly on it. But the dynamic testing I've been talking about, that's what really matters. And then some idiot got overconfident and tried to put a digger on it. Nothing scientific about that, but it's strong. So we also let 3 of these trays loose out into the wild for real life customer testing. So we've got one going to construction sites for heavy diesel work. We've got another one out in the bush going full driving, hunting, camping, that kind of thing. We've got another one in the outback of Western Australia. Because what beats real life testing? So you get the picture. This thing has strong bones. We designed it with best in class engineering principles, tested it, broke it, fixed it, tested, broke, fixed. Repeat, repeat, repeat. And now it's ready and you can get your hands on one. So let's talk about what makes this tray so special. Starting with the headboard, we've got a nice thick chunky headboard up front. Now that was one of the first design features we wanted to get sorted because no one wants a headboard that looks like stickman. It's also got extrusions in the main uprights for mounting accessories into it. This one you see here has the MUTH panel fitted in grey. This is an optional upgrade and the standard kit wouldn't come with this. This tray has the premium pack fitted. Now the premium pack will automatically add on to our Ute Builder online configurator, but you can deselect it if you wish. So first up, you get a heavy duty ply lining on the headboard to protect the powder coated aluminium. You also get on the drop sides and the tailgate a heavy duty ply lining, which provides a wear surface and gives it extra rigidity. You also get 4 of these heavy duty stainless tie down loops, which you can mount wherever you wish in the extrusions. And lastly, you get these epic LED tail lights as an upgrade. So back at the headboard, let's talk about the MUTH panel. MUTH stands for Modular Utemaster Load Carrying Technology. And this is the first of a series of products that we're going to be releasing. There's a whole separate video explaining what MUTH is all about, so I suggest you watch that. So the example we've got here is a tool mount holder mounted to the MUTH panel, which makes it super easy. So what you'll notice with these drop sides is they're completely smooth. So there's no rivet heads, no bolt heads sticking out, and there's no anti-loose catches or over-center clamps. Now that's because we've come up with this innovative slam lock system. And these sideboards are also very easy to remove if you want to transport goods without having them on. The first step is to lower the sideboard to exactly the halfway point. and then pop in each hinge one by one and remove it by lifting straight upwards. It is important to note that the sideboard will not release at any other position other than exactly the halfway point, so it will not release during normal day-to-day use. So now the sideboards are off, we're going to put them in the massive underbody drawer. This drawer is big enough to fit all 3 sideboards. Now these low profile hinge bases here, they're made from a high density plastic. So they're very small, so there's minimal obtrusion. However, they're deceptively strong. So we put them up against the 12,000 pound winch just to see how strong they truly were. And we're confident they will last the distance. So to reinstall the sideboards, it's a simple matter of lining them up at halfway, going down, sorted. So this underbody drawer is the same drawer from the TrailCore Service Body, but adapted to suit the tray. So we're talking a market leading 800 by 1700 size for the double cab, and then it goes up in increments of 300 for extra and single cab. So we've got a few options for accessories within the drawer. You can either have it completely open with nothing, or the first option is this opening cover. So this allows you to get your gear out from underneath. So the top of this cover, you can use it for filleting fish, or you can use it like I got here as a workbench. The other cool accessory we've got is these drop-in dividers. These can be mounted anywhere in the drawer, sliding in the T-tracks. So they help you organise your parts cases so that they don't move while you're driving. You can also mount them horizontally like this, so that they're mounted in the top extrusion T-track. This gives you a load bar, so if you want to mount a drop saw or a vise, it gives you a bigger surface area and a very convenient way of doing that. So this is what we call the drop-in workbench. It's just a temporary solution like this, so you can use it as a workbench, and then when you go to drive again, it's all out of the way. So for restraining a load on the TrailCore tray, we've got a few different options. The first is these 6 recessed heavy-duty lashing rings. Now they hinge up like this, and they're the right size for taking a big 2.5 ton ratchet strap. This gives you a low anchor point, which is perfect for those smaller loads when you want to keep them down and secure. So the second option is using these hex-shaped cutouts on your side rails. So you can either hook them in like this, or you can feed it through the hexes and back on itself to make a really secure connection. So the other option is using these stainless steel tie-down feet that come with the premium pack. Along the sides, there's this extrusion T-track, so you can slide a channel nut in and mount your foot anywhere you want along the side of the tray, and then it takes a standard ratchet strap hook. So this here is our removable rear ladder rack. Now this is perfect for carrying long lengths of timber, pipe, or even surfboards, kayaks, etc. The best part about this rack is it's adjustable up and down. So we've got a series of mounting holes here. So you can tune it in if you've got, for example, a roof platform on your ute you're trying to match it to. It also provides a support for a cantilever rack. So the cantilever rack we put on our TrailCore Service Body, you can also spec in conjunction with this rear ladder rack. So when you're not using your rear ladder rack, you can easily unbolt the feet and simply remove it. So it's just got these bolt holes in here, and off it comes. The underneath of the TrailCore tray is exactly the same as the TrailCore Service Body. So you've got this raked underbody here. So this would be an infill panel, unless you spec either a water tank like we've got here. So we've got the tap down the bottom here, perfect for cleaning up your hands or washing dishes, that kind of thing. It's got a hose fitting so you can adapt a pump and a sprayer for washing down your boat. And on the side, we've got a generous sized underbody toolbox for all your essentials. So when we install a TrailCore tray, we reposition all the technology from the factory tub to the tray. What we've done here is we've got the reverse sensors repositioned in the bumper. In the corner here is your rear radar system, so things like your blind spot monitoring, that's all concealed under there. So you don't have a separate box hanging down which can easily get damaged when off-roading or road grime and gravel flicking up. And then we've also repositioned the reverse camera under here. Looking at the overall design of the TrailCore tray, you can see the unmistakable Utemaster design stand. So it looks tough, it looks solid, it's well balanced. We've got a good mix of chunky angles combined with finesse and refinement. Like the smooth sides with no exposed rivets or bolt heads, we've put a lot of effort into getting that sorted because we want your tray to look as good as the cab of the Ute. And to achieve this design, it requires advanced world-class manufacturing methods, which is evident throughout the unit. There you have it, folks. We've got strong bones, epic versatility, and good looks to go with it. The TrailCore tray has landed.